I yield back.
The chair recognizes the ranking member of our subcommittee on digital assets, Mr. Lynch of Massachusetts. You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Vought, in 2023, the Department of Justice and Treasury reached a $4 billion settlement with Binance after the company willfully violated U.S. anti-money laundering and sanctions laws. Binance had failed to safeguard its platform against terrorist organizations, ransomware attackers, and sanction actors in Iran, North Korea, and Syria. In March 2025, Binance wrote the code behind World Liberty Financial, USD1 stablecoin. That's the cryptocurrency company predominantly owned by President Trump and his family, his sons. Now, Binance also promoted the product to 275 million customers, and recent financial disclosures by the president indicate that he personally made $263 million on that deal. 2 months later, the UAE, United Arab Emirates, a state-owned investment firm, MGX, issued USD1, this is the stablecoin, to make a $2 billion investment in Binance, giving President Trump a direct financial stake in the very exchange, Binance, that he had responsibility for monitoring for the previous money laundering. In November 2025, President Trump pardoned the CEO, Changpeng Zhao, who was the CEO of Binance. Again, with the recent disclosures that we've received and also supported by blockchain analytics data, shows that over 1 million investors, these are consumers, these are the folks that you're supposed to be protecting, lost over $3.8 billion on the Trump meme coin, which has lost 90% of its value, while Trump has reaped over $1.4 billion in personal gain. All of that has raised massive legal issues for those consumers who you're supposed to be protecting, and those are matters well within your jurisdiction. In addition, there are issues of abuse of power, improper emoluments under the Constitution, self-dealing, conflict of interest. So, given your responsibility for protecting consumer, is any of that worthy of an investigation by your agency?
This administration has the highest ethical standards. I would refer you to the statements made by the Trump Organization that all investments are made by third-party financial institutions.
I'm asking you if any of that, you know, the president getting $1.4 billion, the consumers that you're supposed to be protecting lose $3.8 billion, 90% of the value is gone. The president obviously promoted this meme coin as he was coming into office. None of that warrants an investigation. Is that what you're telling this committee this morning?
No, there is nothing that we have done that is a conflict of interest. This administration has the highest.
Whoa. You're talking like we is you and the president. You're supposed to be the cop on the beat at CFPB. You're supposed to be, it should be we the consumers feel, or we the consumers see this, not you and the president. He has scammed the $3.8 billion that these consumers lost. That's what you should be policing. That's where you should be investigating. You shouldn't be defending the president's deal. You got a responsibility to investigate. That's what we all did when we created the CFPB. So you're saying there's nothing here, none of that. The gain of the president, the pardoning of Changpeng Zhao, the fact that the UAE has used the Trump stablecoin to invest in Binance, giving the president, you know, billions of dollars in personal financial gain. You don't think there's anything, and the harm to the consumers, that's the key here. Consumers lost $3.8 billion, And you, sir, are responsible for protecting them. And you don't think there's any need for an investigation. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not going to rely on the extent to which fake newspapers portray the events that you're describing.
That's what investigations are for.
Gentleman's time has expired. Just a reminder to both sides of the aisle, all members of the committee are reminded to observe the principles of decorum and courtesy in debate, House of Representatives and its committees. Members are reminded to direct their remarks to the chair and not to speak unless properly recognized, and avoid engaging in personalities or impugning the motives of another member or